The paths formed a wide delta where they met in the shaded section of the lakeside woods. At the center sat a lone fellow. He claimed to be a guide, a resident of these woods, offering the wisdom given by the trees themselves. When you come upon him, you decide to indulge him and see just what wisdom he has to offer. What, you ask, lies in the path to the east? Ah, the east, he muses, stroking his stubbly chin. To the east you will find a great wealth and prosperity. All is ripe for the picking. You need only the will to put in the work and the knowledge to do so properly. There is no one right way to do things there. Tradition has its place still, but it's taken a back seat in favor of ingenuity and enterprise. Be warned, though, not all are fit for this path. Many arrive and find that their destination asks more of them than they are able or willing to offer. They spend their days in hunger, their nights cold and alone. And even if you do find yourself fit for this place, especially if so, there are many who will deceive you and take as much as they can from right under your nose. You pause a moment, imagining the excitement and bustle of the life you might experience in this place. Before answering, you ask once more, "What of the south, my guide? What will I find there?" "To the south," he replies, "you will find only yourself. That path will guide you to your deepest inner knowings, bringing forth your true power. The journey is arduous, however. Every light casts a shadow, and the brighter you shine, the darker yours will be. And the burden of such great power is too much for some to bear. There are those who crumble under its weight. Others still will lash out with it, wishing to share their own pain with any they feel able to conquer. The power this man described piques your interest. You wonder for a moment at what lies within you at your deepest depths. But once again, you would choose to inquire further before making your choice. What about to the north, wise one? What will I find if I return the way I came? At this question, your guide offers a playful chuckle. A wise question indeed, my friend. To know that one can always return home is to know that one is always secure. Those who know this carry home in their hearts wherever they go. Returning that way, you will come to know that sort of peace that only familiarity can bring. There is much stability and gratification to be found in the places that have already shaped you. But as you know all too well, not all are meant to remain still. Some grow stagnant, their wills clouded over with layers of scum and rot. They fight tooth and nail to keep everything the same and disrupt a corrupt growth wherever they see it. Some feel the call of the road and ignore it. They spend their days in a daze. When the end comes for them, they feel their hearts weighed down with questions of what could have been, and they carry their regrets into the next life. And having only just left home, you easily recall just how true his words are. You think of the life you could build with the resources already at your disposal. Just as you think you know which way you'd like to go, you find one more question tugging at the back of your mind. So you ask, "And what?" You hesitate, almost afraid to admit you had the thought, but you continue anyway. "What if I were to remain here? What will I find at this crossroads?" This time, the man's face turns a bit sad. He appraises you with his gaze for what must be an eternity before finally speaking. "There is nothing for you here, friend. You may stay if you wish, but you will surrender yourself to these woods and its inhabitants. Your will be the wood's will. Your knowledge will be the wood's knowledge. To take this place is to give everything and gain nothing. There is a sort of nobility to this choice, though. To dedicate the entirety of your being to facilitating the growth of that which surrounds you is selfless, and the woods would benefit, of course. If that is your choice, know that it will be your last." Having heard all this man has to offer in regard to your futures, you take a moment to think. before you decide.